Isang magandang Martes sa inyong lahat. January 18, 2022 na po. At welcome po sa isa na namang espesyal na edisyon ng The Stock Market Today. Sana po ay nasa mabuti tayong kalagayan. Ito po si Benji Chodoro. Ako po ay isang retired bank officer na nagsimula mag-invest sa Philippine stock market noong 2007. Ginagawa ko po itong report araw-araw. Sinimulan ko po noong August of 2020. Nire-report ko rin po ang latest news tungkol sa inyong paborito at pinaka-aktibong mga stocks. Kung gusto niyo ng content na ito, iniimbitahan ko po kayo mag-subscribe sa aking channel. Kung meron po kayong stocks na gustong ipa-review, paki-comment lang po sa comment box at aking ipa-prioritize. Ang ating financial news ay tungkol sa Philex Mining. Kasama po ang ating financial headlines at ang resulta ng trading sa ating PSE ngayong araw, January 18, 2022, dito lamang sa The Stock Market Today. So, punta muna tayo sa ating financial headlines from BDO Securities. Sabi po ni Okta, COVID-19 cases may be falling in NCR but rising in other regions. T-bills rates down again across the board. Sa ating sectoral news, SMC's Mindanao Cement Project gets tax incentives. MWC signs bulk water agreement with Pangasinan. Central Hub completes 6.2 hectares industrial warehouse in Tarlac. And then, finally, we have Philex may extend Padcal mine life, which is our main news, which we can find in the Philippine Star, or PhilStar. Philex Mining Corp is studying the further extension of the lifespan of the Padcal mine in Benguet to potentially overlap with the start of the commercial operation of the Silangan Copper Gold Project in 2025 in a bid to boost its income stream. In a statement yesterday, Philex President and CEO Eulalio Austin Jr. said studies are ongoing for the extension of the life of the Padcal mine. The extension of Padcal's operation will be dependent on the study of the remaining mineable reserve, favorable price of copper and gold, as well as the cost of producing the metals moving forward and obtaining the required government permits. Austin said, if price hold on to the levels they are now, which we consider high, then there is a possibility of extension, he said. In June last year, Philex announced the extension of the lifespan of the Padcal mine after confirmatory drilling and related technical studies on the mining methodology and tailings storage capacity, or TSF. Number 3 successfully identified that there are additional mineable reserves in its Padcal mine that are feasible for mining from the end of 2022. The additional mineable reserves are expected to be mined over 2 years. The updated mineable reserves as of end March were estimated at 30.2 million tons with average gold and copper grades of 0.23 grams per ton and 0.18% respectively. This new estimate includes additional reserves of 16.2 million tons from previously declared estimated mineable reserves as of end 2020 of 17.4 million tons with an average gold and copper grades of 0.27 grams per ton and 0.18% that was reported in February 2021, the company said earlier. The Padcal mine has been in operation since 1958 and is the first underground block cave operation in the Far East. It has been producing copper concentrates with gold and silver as byproducts. Philex said an overlap of Padcal and Silangan's operation could further bolster the company's income stream. The company will begin the development of the starter mine in Silangan this year, which will produce around 2,000 tons of ore per day. So that's our news for the day. And before we go to the Philippine Stock Exchange and the Philippine Stock Exchange Index, may I read some comments from our dear subscribers? Okay, welcome new subscriber Docs C. Tapos sabi ni Ems TV, hindi yata pwede to. Sir, pa-review naman po kung anong mga negosyo nila BBM at asawa niya at mga campaign manager niya. Hindi po ako nagre-review ng ganon. Sabihin niyo lang po sa akin kung ano po yung stocks na gustong ipa-review sa Philippine Stock Exchange at aking pong re-reviewin. Pero yung mga ganito po, hindi po ako nagre-review ng ganito. Sabi ni Marevic Ramos, NIKL po, baka pwede, I don't know bakit unloved stock yan, but with good funda. Since the other day, umakyat na ng more than 10%. Bakit kaya walang pumapansin? Foreign lang. Okay, so tignan po natin si NIKL mamaya. And welcome po sa new subscriber, Blasgavs. Okay, salamat po. So let's now go to the Philippine Stock Exchange and the Philippine Stock Exchange Index on how it performed today. Okay, so let's put up our indicators. Wow, the Philippine Stock Exchange Index recovered today, gaining 120.13 points at 1.66% increase to end at 7343.96. So as you can see, the resistance of the PSEI is somewhere in this area, nasa 74. Ngayon naman, yung market summary natin, 85 companies declined, 100 advanced, while 56 remained unchanged. The all-share index also advanced by 0.97%. All the sectoral indices are up except mining, which declined 0.67%. The gainers was led by the holding companies at 1.86%, followed by services at 1.83%. So let's now go to the most active stocks. We will be reviewing the following. First, we'll do NIKL, ICT, URC, SPNEC, MONDE, and BDO. Okay, so let's now go to our first stock, ICT. Wow, ICT gained 840 to end at 211.40. Ano ba yung funda nito? Fundamentals niya is 215 So maliit na lang yung upside, ano? It had a high of 212 today, and it had a fifth successive green candlestick today with volume. So I would say that this may be, or this is a breakout, and it has been the highest since September 2021. So clear breakout po ito dahil meron po tayong volume dito. Okay? Ngayon po, yung 211.40 po ay resistance level na po yan dahil meron pong isang candlestick dito sa left na nag-reach po ng area yon, but this is just one candlestick. However, I would say that the stock is generally bullish with EMA 50. Let's take EMA 50 as our support at 195. Okay? And then, NIKL. Dapat inuna ko pala yung NIKL, ano? Sorry po. Nawili ako sa ICT. So, NIKL naman tayo. Uy, nagkaroon ng profit-taking si NIKL, ha? Kasi in the past 2 or 3 working days or past week ay umaakyat po siya with volume. Tapos nagkaroon po ng red candlestick nung January 14, green na naman, tapos red candlestick, mukhang one-day consolidation yung nangyayari dito. But just the same, the stock is bullish. Ngayon po, yung pinakamalapit, actually yung na-break na resistance nandito po sa 573, nasa 581 na po. Actually, resistance area or support area pa rin siya. Ito yung resistance na naging support. Pero the next resistance is here within this area, nasa 6. 116. Now, when I talk of support and resistance, these are not exact points, but these are areas that I would say in general, based on our indicators, that the stock is bullish since our indicators, yung EMA 20, 50, and 100 are under the candlesticks, with RSI bullish at 67.64. And then si URC naman, yan, naku, bearish talaga si URC. Tingnan niyo po, under the candlestick po yung ating mga indicators. Yan po. Pero short red candlestick lang po, but just the same, it is still bearish and it is sitting on support. The support is somewhere here. Area po yan. 126.90. Yan, 126.30 rather. 126.30 rather yung ating support, 236.40. Pinaka-support po ni URC, but in general, the movement of the stock is bearish. And then, SPNEC, so for a few weeks, talagang bullish si SPNEC ha. Kung titignan po natin, yung pinaka-resistance niya before, nandito po sa 138 area. Ngayon po ay mas mataas na po siya, and it went even higher at 160. But kung mapapansin nyo po, red po ito dahil yung closing price po na 160 is lower than the closing price of the previous day, which was at 161. So it lost 1 centavo lang. But just the same, based on our candlesticks and based on the forming EMA 20, ay bullish po ang ating stock na ito. And then after SPNEC, si MONDE naman. Ngayon, si MONDE ay, yun, it ended with the red candlestick, although the closing price is still under our indicators. RSI is at 54, above the midpoint, meaning it is a bit bullish already, and our indicators confirm that since they are under the candlestick. In the meantime, yung ating support for MONDE nandito po sa area to, nasa 1554, while the resistance ay masasabi po natin nandito sa area to, nasa 18 pesos po yung pinaka-resistance niya ni MONDE. And I would say that right now the stock is bullish since our indicators are under the candlestick. Pero abangan po natin na susunod na kabanata ni MONDE, it has been very active since its IPO. No? Okay. And then finally, we have BDO. Yan, BDO appears to be consolidating, but yung kanyang candlestick ngayon is a solid green candlestick which is under our indicators, indicating a bullish movement on the stock. Ngayon, yung pinaka-support niya, let's take EMA 100 as our support, nasa 122. At ang ating resistance, nandito po sa area to, nasa 133. So, approaching resistance level na po si BDO. And it's one of the more bullish stocks in the index. Okay? Yan po ang ating report sa stock market January 18, 2022. Ito po si Benji Chodoro, nagpapaalala, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagsubaybay at hanggang sa muli. Stay safe, God bless, and bye for now.